Thank you very much, Dash. Indeed, with Bjergsen, who had those fantastic stats and also a pretty good game. I would say the analysts were talking about the fact that you guys took it slower than WE in the early game. They were going ham, but you guys seem to be on top of the macro. So what was the exact strategy going in?
I think when they have the Shen, Syndra, Sejuani, that's kind of, they have the global to help out, and Syndra Sejuani has so much just CC and one-shot potential in the 2v2. So it's really hard for Sven and I to kind of move around the map, so we were forced to play slower in a sense, but the Corki Gragas was going to be better later in team fights. So it's mostly about trading when we had to, defending when we had to, and looking for any opportunities we had to get a lead, which was mostly just Haunster winning top 1v1 straight up. So that was kind of our mindset going into the game. Oh, it's okay.
But once you guys did get the lead, it seemed like it was pretty easy to close it out. And I want to just remember yesterday's game, because that was one of those tough games where there's a lot of difficulties in closing out. So it must be really nice to be able to play a game like this. And you now find yourself at the top of the standing. So are you starting to feel, I wouldn't say comfortable, but a bit more secure in the fact that you'll be able to advance?
Yeah, I think our early game was a lot better today, just the way we communicated across map, and we had a plan kind of as a team overall, whereas in the Flash Rolls, we had the stronger early game, but we just weren't making the right plays, and eventually they flipped the switch on us, and they made the first play. So I feel like today we made a lot of really good adjustments from yesterday, and obviously the game was less grueling. I think it's obvious that today we felt more comfortable on stage, and just everyone played better.
Well, it's going great so far. Of course, there's a lot of pressure, as always, on the shoulders of TSM. The hype seems to be even higher than normal, and you guys are 2-0. But a lot of people are interested in the growth you've gone through. You've come back with the same roster. Is there anything you can pinpoint in your play, in the team's play, in the team's the way they look at the game that you think has really leveled up from last year at Worlds?
Looking at last year Worlds and at MSI, I felt like if we got behind, we would have a really hard time coming back in the game and knowing what to do when we were behind. But we showed yesterday against Flash Rolls that we could fall behind by a good amount and still make it back through. Our team just has insanely strong team fighting, so I feel like even if we're down in gold, if we get the TSM team fight, we'll still come back. But obviously a lot of things, but I feel like our mentality from behind is the biggest change from back then.
All right, that's great to hear. 2-0 so far. Thank you very much, Bjergsen, and good luck with the rest of the games. And Flash Wolves versus Misfits Gaming is up after the break, so don't go anywhere.